Good evening and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. Two-day meeting of foreign ministers of SCO begins in Goa. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Nitya Anand Rai inaugurates the land port Dauki in West Janta Hills. Deputy Chief Minister Snehaw Bhalangdhar visit Wayajer Multi-Sports Complex in Wayajer. And State Unit President of the NPP warned the UDP to be careful with their campaign speeches. The news in detail. Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO grouping members have started arriving in Goa for the foreign ministers' meeting. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has landed in Goa. The meeting is being held in Goa today and tomorrow. This morning, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held meetings with SCO Secretary General Zhang Ming. Dr. Jaishankar appreciated his support for India's SCO presidency and added that the Indian presidency is driven by a commitment to secure the SCO. He laid down the key focus areas including startups, traditional medicine, youth empowerment, Buddhist heritage and science and technology. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization is an 8th-member multilateral organization established on 15 June 2001 in Shanghai. Member states of SCO are India, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Pakistan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Nitya Anand Rai today inaugurated the land port Dauki in West Janta Hills in the presence of Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Urban Affairs Snehaw Bhalangdhar and various other officials. The land port is a crucial central project aimed at promoting trade and commerce between India and Bangladesh. In addition to serving as a hub for trade and commerce, land port Dauki also facilitates passenger movement across the border. The development of land port Dauki was approved by a high-level empowered committee of MHA on February 4th, 2016.
Features, obviously, now we get a proper facilities. You see, everything is system. If you from we have such a wonderful land park, and you know very well, among the top in India, this is number 50. So from now on, in few years, we will start operating. So everything will place.
The Deputy Chief Minister Snehaw Bhalangdhar paid a visit to the Wayajer Multi-Sports Complex in Wayajer on Wednesday. He was accompanied by the Commissioner and Secretary of Sports and Youth Affairs Dr. Vijay Kumar D, along with sports officers. The purpose of the visit was to inspect the ongoing project which was sanctioned by the previous government for the development of sports infrastructure in the district, amounting to 25 crores. Later, the Deputy Chief Minister also visited the Kyang Nangba Stadium in Jawai to meet with the DSO and members from the West Janta District Sports Association. Speaking to the media, the Deputy Chief Minister said that this visit was made in order to bring up the detailed project report DPR, which will be sanctioned and committed to during the closing Golden Jubilee ceremony of WJDSA recently.
What is this project DPR ni sanction ni anak project ini? Kita tak kerja muan ni. Ibarat ni udah bela. MV ni function guna kularo. Pendek ni stadium ni doang officer orang, menang officer orang sport. Kami juga Commission Secretary Finance pani. Kami ni kuat ulang release show prepare for DPR. Kami lah ni cakap itu kami di stadium.
The campaign for the adjourned elections of Sokyong constituency is still going on, and all political parties urge the people of the constituency to elect their respective candidates. Speaking at the public rally at Sokyong, UDP candidate Sinchar Lingdo Thaba said the youth of the constituency sees who speaks for the betterment of them. Late HDR had done many good things for Sokyong and for the state overall. Many development had been brought in. Paul Lingdo, while speaking at a public meeting, said, "We have seen the mandate of the people of the state. The people from Hills elect more NPP, and in Khasi and Jaintia they chose UDP. He also said the 26 MLA cannot form the government and the 11 MLA also can't form the government. That's why they have to work together in the government.
Ubah gila penting kena lupa. Sensyar, Kabaliu Sensyar, sa join lang, Hakalyang Sensyar, Namar Kajala Meghalaya, Kaladep Jit, Pat Garu Jit Kambun ya ke NPP, Upat Kasih Penaru Jit Bun ya ke UDP, kata-kata ban yuk ban Sensyar, luar hendriu lah ban Sensyar yang hendriu Hatway imla ban Sensyar yang hendriu Nakada wahap banyak trailang haka sorkar.
Ipat pak yapet ayu wemele Ukran apo assembly. Katkum kajuk katkum kapor minshwa mahe ladable lukikam ki baba hanne apo soyong constituency barru haka jalla Meghalaya jungi.
The State Unit President of the National People's Party and Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament W.R. Karluki has warned the United Democratic Party to be careful with their campaign speeches. Karluki was referring to the statements made by the UDP leaders during the election campaign that there will be a change in the government if the party wins the Soyang constituency. He also said that political changes are likely after the Soyang polls, adding maybe a big change or small change, but something is going to happen. Karluki further said that if the UDP is having that mentality after the elections of taking away the government from the NPP, it is quite natural that they will be thrown out.
In the campaign, the UDP was saying that after the election, there will be a change of government. So it's quite natural. The reaction will be that, well, if you want a change of government, you better take care, well, unless you'll be dropped from the government. So this is the thing.
Do you see things will change after Soyang polls?
I don't know yet, but I think something is going to happen after Soyang. Whatever way, maybe a big change or a small change, but something is going to happen. If the UDP is having that mentality after the election, they're going to to take the government away from us. It's quite natural that he will throw them out if they didn't succeed, because last time they tried it, but they could not succeed. We were able to form the government. Of course, they came begging to us to give them two ministers.
East Khasi Hills Police have identified 32 suspected troublemongers for peaceful conduct of the election to the Soyang Assembly constituency. Chief Electoral Officer F.R. Kharkongwar said these 32 probable troublemongers are bound over under Section 107. The Chief Electoral Officer further informed that 5 companies of CAPF have been deployed in the poll-bound constituency. He also informed that 3 nakas have been set up in as many strategic locations of the constituency, with flying squads stationed at the point of entry to Soyang. Kharkongwar also said all the women flying squad members have been stationed near Maumaram. The whole Soyang constituency has been divided into 6 sectors and 2 zones.
Basically, they are known troublemongers who had some case of violence in the past, known to be troublemakers. So this is the police has done the assessment, and they have identified these known troublemongers. So they are bound under Section 107. So they have to appear before the police station every day to intimate about the whereabouts and to intimate about their activities. So these measures have already been taken. So in fact, initially 3 CAPF companies were already deployed, and another 2 came subsequently on 28th. So now the full force of 5 CAPF are already there in the constituency, in the district, to ensure that polling goes on smoothly and peacefully.
The weather report. The maximum temperature was 21.8 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 14.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 94%, while in evening was 88%. Forecast, light to moderate rain is very likely to occur at most places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune into our daily bulletin. And before I wind up, here are the headlines once again. 2-day meeting of foreign ministers of SCO begins in Goa. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Nitya Anand Rai inaugurates the land port Dauki in West Giant Hills. Deputy Chief Minister Sneha Bhalangdhar visit Wayajer Multi-Sports Complex in Wayajer. State Unit President of the NPP warned the UDP to be careful with their campaign speeches. That's all we have in the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for some more news. Until then, have a good night.